Good morning, one and all, and welcome to a new day. Let us rejoice and be glad. Today is a story, I believe it's from one of the Chicken Soup daily servings back in the early 2000s. And it was May 1st, 2005 at 6:20 a.m. is when this was sent. And the title was A Cup of Coffee by Policeman Jim. Early one Sunday morning, in keeping with my routine, even though we are taught in the police academy not to do anything routine, a large semi-tractor trailer pulled into the small convenience store lot ahead of me. Its driver was a stern-looking middle-aged black man who got out and stopped me as I was walking up to the store from my police car. He asked me directions to a commercial warehouse which was actually back in the direction I saw him coming from. He said he had been looking for it the past hour and evidently had missed his turn somewhere. He was tired and must have been driving all night, only to be frustrated at how close he was to the destination but could not locate it. After giving him directions, we went into the store where we went up to the clerk with our items. Before he got up to the register, I motioned to the clerk I was going to take care of his purchase. So when he went to pay, she told him it was taken care of, and she looked over to me. The sun was beginning to rise in a brilliant array of crimson, pink, and violet as he and I walked out towards his truck. And he said to me that a white man had never before bought him a cup of coffee, let alone a white policeman. And he started to cry. He asked me why. As officers, we must remain to a strict standard of not making any types of religious statements for fear of offending someone. But when someone asks why, they essentially open the door for us to give them the reason. For an 89-cent cup of coffee, a man's hard heart was softened and the Word of God delivered into it. He truly does work in mysterious ways. I'll relate a story. There's many like this, I'm sure. If you have any stories about seeing things where people were not proselytizing, but just doing somebody something nice like this, put it down in the comments. I think everybody would like to hear your story. And my story goes like this. I was traveling from a military base in the middle part of the United States to South Florida. And about 2 a.m. I stopped at a convenience store for gas. And as I was coming out of the store, there was a state trooper that pulled in along a fence line about midway between the road and the store. And what looked like a homeless man got out of the front passenger side. And I heard him thank the trooper. And then the homeless man started walking off, and then the trooper drove away. Now, he probably never even called that in by giving this man a ride, keeping him from having to try to hitchhike or walk along the highway. That's what we're called to do. Not to go out and preach on a street corner or try to gain people to convert to Christianity. We should do it through expressing the gospel in the way we live and act. And you know what I mean. So let's go out, in the words of St. Francis, preach the gospel at all times. Use words only when necessary. Well, God bless everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And I do hope to see you tomorrow morning.